Hello everyone, welcome to the MïtCast. And today we have come with another podcast with the follow-up of the previous podcast, which was based on double game week review, and as well looking forward to the weekend matches as well. So as promised, we are back with the UEFA Champions League Match Day 5, and we'll also be previewing the matches which are coming in this weekend. So as of now, we have been joined with Mithilesh Dore, and the rest of the panel members are a bit busy, and yes, will be joining us very soon. So we will directly skip on to the UEFA Champions League. So this match day was a bit crazy. What do you think, Mithilesh? Hello, Mithilesh. Can you get me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
So yeah, this match day was a bit crazy. Like, what's your opinion?
Yeah. It was, complete disastrous match week, and to be very honest, I lost most of my points in my UCL fantasy this week. So this was probably the worst game week of each and of this season. Like we have got some very disappointing and surprising results, but
Okay.
some were quite predicted well. So let's begin.
Yeah. So beginning with this matches, Salzburg versus Chelsea. So
Uh, it
Chelsea
was
came a long way, and they have topped their group as of now. So
yeah. I think I saw the goal against the first half goal which was scored by Chelsea. It was quite nice, but I also think that it was bit of a luck which played on their side because you don't see Kovacic scoring from the D line much as such, but then the ball deflected from the defender and then it came straight on his legs and he just had to deflect the ball inside the goal, which is surprisingly did perfectly. So I think it was nice. Salzburg tried to come back in the second half, no doubt. The goal which was scored, it was amazing. It was just great. But then, unfortunately, Kai Havertz with his magic again, another
yeah,
D-line goal.
yeah,
So,
that goal was very
uh,
good, very good. Yeah,
yeah.
nice
That
finish.
was a fantastic. That was a commendable goal, of course.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't say anything. But then, nevertheless, yes, Chelsea deserved the win. They get to top their table. They get to go into the round of 16. I'm very happy for them. But yeah, it should be it should have been a draw, honestly, with the way Salzburg was playing at their home ground because the
yeah, true.
environment, created by the fans, it was such like, it was almost resembling Anfield in certain ways. But then
Yes.
again, Chelsea were the
Yeah,
better
even
team.
even United got it tough going until Casemiro scored. So yeah, that
Yeah,
environment is a bit intimidating. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the thing. Chelsea fans are really like they go gung ho in these moments. So
exactly. And honestly speaking, they have got some good finisher in Aubameyang, but then, Aubameyang is not been of much use to them as long as Kai Havertz and, Mason Mount and Pulisic is concerned.
yeah,
The, that trio is doing much better than what Aubameyang is supposed to do. So yeah,
yeah.
that's thing.
Aubameyang is playing like he was fitting very well into Chelsea. Like so,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then suddenly, how he starts to misfire. We have saw his misfiring in Arsenal as well and in Barcelona as well.
yeah. Exactly,
So
exactly. So
it
that's not
wasn't so.
happened yet. Let's see.
Yeah,
So
let's see.
Sevilla versus Copenhagen, easy game. Sevilla,
Easy game,
yeah,
totally. And then again, Copenhagen got the advantage as. I mean,
yeah,
sorry, Sevilla got the advantage by getting a red card for
yeah.
Copenhagen. So nothing much
Yes,
to discuss over here. It was pretty simple games
exactly. And Sevilla
because
achieved their target of getting into Europa. So yeah, it's a win-win.
exactly. Probably honestly speaking, Sevilla might have faced tougher opponents in the Europa League than this Copenhagen team.
Yeah,
Like routine.
yeah. I think Sevilla is really happy with their performance. Although they shouldn't be, but yeah. So Milan versus Zagreb. So as I
Yeah.
said on the day that if Zagreb comes up with something good, then there is a chance of a draw or something. But Milan will be too good for them, so they dominated and won it easily.
Come
So
on,
nothing
they
much.
won this Scudetto last year, so obviously Milan was supposed to win this match. Like even if it was a draw, it would have been bold for Dinamo Zagreb and its
Yeah,
fans and its players. But then
yeah,
again, AC Milan is AC Milan.
yeah, yeah. Just because that back-to-back Chelsea losses which came because of that, there
Hmm.
was a setback in the fan base, but it
Yeah.
wasn't anything to worry about because in both the matches in that first game they had injuries and in the next game they took a red card very early, so it's very harsh on them. But they
Yeah,
are back to being normal, so yeah, it's fine, no problem.
everyone is happy.
Yes. Then Celtic versus Shakhtar. So an evenly contested game. Nothing much to say about it actually.
Nothing much to say.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, Celtic wasn't as in its peak form as it was last season. So,
Yes. Like it's
and again,
surprising. Yeah.
yeah, it's quite surprising. And again, the group in which they are, like, it's pretty much to keep up with the same game as they did last year, and then
Yep.
keep on the consistency. So understandable for them, but another good result. At least they scored a point from the match, which was
Actually,
good.
I'm surprised with the way Scottish teams are performing because they are known for their powerful fan bases. Like Scottish people are
Yeah,
really toxic, and they make sure that the teams feel their fear, like that audiences.
exactly. But if you see even Rangers, even Celtic,
Yeah.
they are just not at their peak.
Yep.
That's what
Exactly.
I would say.
Like you have even been to Scotland, so you must be knowing how the people are basically.
People are kind, no doubt.
Yeah.
So I never got the chance to go inside the football stadium, but
Yeah.
as long as Scottish people are concerned, yes, they are pretty good. They are pretty kind. I like the environment over there, so it's good to
Yeah.
go.
They buzz up the environment. Like you should enjoy it. Yeah. You should take in every bit of it, I feel. And this game, Madrid actually played a lot of B players, even if
Yeah.
Vinicius and Rodrigo are on the score sheet. But a lot of B players were there. So not the usual Cruz, Modric, and everything was happening.
See,
But
I think it's important for right now, not just about Real Madrid or any other top team in the club. I mean, in the UCL, but in general for each and every team who has some senior players who are going to compete in the World Cup. I think teams would want to take things lightly a bit for the senior most players as they're going to play their last World Cup in the next month, obviously. So I think Carlo Ancelotti had that vision, had that foresight in mind, and given the fact that Real Madrid are quite comfortable in their group stage right now, it was quite decent of him to make sure that the B players, B category players, they actually get
yeah,
some game time in the European League as well. So it was good.
yes,
But then it disappoints me seeing the score 3-2 because it ended an win streak for Real Madrid.
yep,
So
exactly,
I guess it was 20 match unbeaten streak, right? So
yep,
I
yep,
think it was pretty much sad for me. They should have been drawn as long as their attack and their performances is concerned. But then again, you can't put too much pressure on the team who has
yeah,
been trying to balance their players off. So
yeah. And they have been winning so much that it's okay that a loss comes in a way, so it's normal.
yeah, exactly.
That only makes them normal. Yeah,
It's actually refreshing for the entire squad. मतलब, चलो यार हार गए चलो अभी अगले मैच पे फोकस करते हैं.
yeah, yeah. You can see even the lineup. So Camavinga, Asensio, Nacho,
Yeah,
Rudiger, Vasquez. So some of the B players played here. So nothing much of
exactly.
it. And Koto also
B
came off an
players.
injury. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they rotated quite well. And they have already topped the
Exactly.
group, so it's okay. No problem with it.
Honestly speaking, their B players are actually the A players since the past few years. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, oh, Mehta has joined.
And yes, has
Oh.
joined us as promised. So we have actually started the podcast and we were just discussing about Leipzig Real Madrid. So we are done with it.
Mm,
So
first
वो
defeat.
पूछ रहे थे क्रिकेट कहाँ पे गया आज का तो ऐसे तो परफेक्ट हो गए.
exactly, exactly. Yeah. So moving on, Dortmund versus Man City. This was a very good
Oh,
contested game, but the
exactly.
highlight was the penalty missed by Mahrez. So
Recently, I don't know why Mahrez is missing a lot of penalties. So,
yeah, exactly. This moment, this video, very video playing.
yeah, yeah,
Not only
exactly.
penalties, but not only penalties, but his playing time as well because उसको मिलता ही गिना चुना मिनट्स है खेलने के लिए. उसमें भी ये
हाँ वो तो है.
पेनल्टी करेगा.
हाँ,
तो
I
स्टार्ट्स भी
wouldn't,
जाएगा.
yeah, I wouldn't actually complain about his, game time as such because whenever he plays, he gives his full. That's for sure. But as long as specifically taking the penalties is concerned, I think whoever the captain was, I think De Bruyne was captain, right? He should have been understood कि यार UCL game है, stoppage time शुरू है. और मारेस का पहले भी मिसेस हो चुका
Actually,
है.
Gundogan was captain. So
गुंडोमान.
yeah. So
Whoever was the captain, like, Mahrez का recently भी penalty misses हुआ है, like,
yep, yep.
you can't ignore them. So, and then again, Haaland being unable to score on his previous home ground was understandable again because
Yeah,
emotional वाली feeling रहती है, so it's all right. But then rest of the squad, even I think Julian and Alvarez didn't play so well as long as finishing was concerned. He was
yeah,
playmaking surely, but then not up to the mark as Haaland is, of course.
yeah,
तो मतलब and again ये तो सब मैन सिटी के मिस्टेक्स है. We are it would be insulting if we don't mention that Dortmund played well at their home. They are supposed
yes,
to play well at their home games and they did, which
yeah.
is quite recognizable.
Actually, Dortmund's home ground also is a bit intimidating to play at. Like
Right.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to get results there.
Mm,
Even
Now
we have
he'll be
seen this with
celebrated.
big teams like Madrid and Barca. Like they
mm,
even those people
they
struggle with
couldn't break.
this. Yep.
Mm,
Exactly.
Probably Bayern is the only team that can get a result there because they have been playing them in the league, so they know exactly how they play.
Exactly. And then again, German team है, German environment है सब कुछ.
Yep,
So
yep.
fan base भी वैसे ही है. And then you got
Yeah,
some
they have got one
really
of the
good.
biggest fan bases in Europe, so why not?
Exactly. So मैन सिटी को मतलब फैन बेस के टर्म्स पे देखा जाए तो मैन सिटी को उनकी औकात पता चलती है ऐसी टीम के
mm.
अगेंस्ट.
Now moving on to the farming match, PSG Haifa.
All three
मतलब
scored now.
Yeah,
Front
yeah,
three.
all three. Yeah, Messi was just another beast in this game. Like
Mm.
Lionel
टू
Messi being
गोल्स एंड
Lionel
टू
Messi.
असिस्ट.
Yeah, so he's coming in
अमेजिंग.
form at the right
उसका
time.
उसका
Plus,
सेकंड गोल देखा क्या? आउटसाइड द बॉक्स. आजकल वो बहुत आउटसाइड द बॉक्स ले रहा है रे
uh,
शॉट्स में से.
I think
उसका मतलब
that is
वो
experience. मतलब, that's
बट वो
coming straight because of
इतना
experience.
वो बॉक्स में टिकी टाका खेल के मारने का वन टाइम वो
Yeah.
नहीं, अभी सीधा बाहर से ही बैंगर
देखो
You can
डायरेक्ट.
you can see this in experienced players like even Benzema also na he was also scoring a lot of outside the box goals and everything like that. I think that's because of
Not
experience.
Benzema, it's Valverde. Valverde is
Valverde also,
outside the box.
but Valverde is a power trait midfielder. So
हाँ.
basically his biggest trait in taking shots is power. He is not
Hmm.
accurate like Benzema. Clinical, like clinical is
Hmm.
the right term for it. Benzema and
तो
Messi, they are clinical finishers at this point in their careers.
Hmm.
Like they
अरे
exactly
वो
know
छोड़ो.
which spot to pick. Yeah,
एक्सपीरियंस तो सेकंड पॉइंट है.
yeah,
टेल मी हु इज गोइंग टू डू अ बेटर टिकी टाका देन दैट बारसा टीम which had Xavi, Iniesta, Suarez, and all those guys who were
yeah, yeah,
literally used to stand in the box for, especially for doing tiki taka only.
yeah.
तो बोले यहाँ पे खाली नेमार अकेला है ब्रो, तो नेमार के साथ जितना जमता है टिकी टाका उतना कर लेता है वो. बट देन व्हेन ही अंडरस्टैंड्स कि अभी नेमार आउट ऑफ पोजीशन है या फिर एम्बापे आउटसाइड
Yeah,
ऑफसाइड में खड़ा है, तो
yeah,
मेसी हैज टू टेक द शॉट एंड
yeah,
इवेंचुअली ही डज.
yeah.
सो
The
ये
only
मैच तो
thing
मैंने
is
देखा.
that with Mbappe, he has to be like इसको हम लोग पास दे देंगे, असिस्ट दे देंगे, ये मार लेगा. Let him score. He
Hmm.
Exactly,
has
and
to.
Messi's role,
Yeah,
as long as since his joining to
yeah,
PSG has been done, has been changed tremendously. वो AMF ज़्यादा खेल रहा है, attacking midfielders पे ज़्यादा
yeah, yeah,
खेल रहा है,
yeah, yeah,
right wing पे
But
कम खेल रहा है. So
hmm.
it gives you, it honestly gives you the freedom to take long shots, being a
yes,
attacking midfielder.
yeah,
तुम लोग ने फर्स्ट टू गोल्स देखा इनका? फर्स्ट टू गोल्स
हाँ,
एम्बापे और में ऑलमोस्ट
almost
सिमिलर ही
same,
मारा दोनों.
almost same. Yes.
yes,
But I
yes,
would
yes.
still go with Messi's goal because left-footed goal था.
Hmm.
एंड सॉर्ट ऑफ रॉबर्टो कार्लोस वाला टर्न था वो गोल, मतलब
Yeah,
नेक्स्ट लेवल था.
Hmm.
मजा
yeah,
मजा आ गया. इट वाज प्रिटी, इट वाजंट पावरफुल बट यस इट हैड दैट
Hmm.
स्वर विद
yeah.
इट.
I think they finally got a very good coach and sporting director after all. But it's so
वेरी
early to
ट्रू.
Hmm.
say. We can't say like,
It's too early. Too early.
but still like,
बट नेवर डोंट इग्नोर द फैक्ट दैट मक्काबी हाइफा स्टिल स्कोर्ड टू गोल्स.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
That's a worry. That's a worry.
India and this very team has drew both the matches against Benfica.
या
वो यूवेंटस वाला ठीक है because they
यूवेंटस
were
को
on
हराया.
complete decline, but ठीक है वो तो ठीक है, बट अगेंस्ट बेंफिका दोनों मैच दे ड्रू विद द सेम
या
स्कोर लाइन, तो ये इतना
Exactly.
भी जल्दी प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते.
So
हाँ हाँ
Benfica का नाम लिया है तो coming to Benfica versus Juventus.
जायंट किलर्स. जायंट किलर्स.
क्या
I
क्या
mean,
One
बोला
word.
Juventus, like, what the fuck, man? Seriously, these were
At
Juventus
least
were
they
known
वो
as
लोग
the
second half में तो आगे.
yeah, yeah, but Juventus were known as the
काफी
defensive
second half
giants of
में वो
Europe.
लोग ने ट्राई किया.
Exactly, Milik,
हाँ बट वो
McKennie,
नहीं हो रहा है भाई.
yeah,
थी
नहीं हो रहा है
एलेग्री
उनसे. इस
ऑलमोस्ट
बार
चिल्ला चिल्ला के उसका गला हाथ में आने वाला था इतना वो ये किया बट यू नो समवेयर और द अदर the team, the coach, and the management. All three of them should understand कि हाँ बाबा अभी system इनका बहुत ज़्यादा predictable हो गया है. So now is the time that they should actually go for overall of the team. They should do an entire overhaul. At least bring in a new manager. अरे एलेगरी को थोड़ा सा सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट होगा तो वो खुद अभी छोड़ देगा टीम को.
देख क्या है कि देख दे ऑलरेडी डिसाइडेड है कि फायर होना ही है, होने ही वाला है. उसको भी पता है अंदर कि वो फायर होने वाला है.
हाँ
बट मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि इवन अगर तुम लोग 10 days 1 month पहले या 1 month बाद में करो, यू हैव टू पे सीवियरेंस पैकेज, दैट इज फॉर श्योर. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ more humiliation, you can fire him early and at least salvage a season. जबकि तुम लोग वेट कर रहे हो कि वर्ल्ड कप आए, उसके जस्ट पहले हम उसको फायर करें, फिर वर्ल्ड कप में हम लोग को अच्छा टाइम मिलेगा नया मैनेजर अपॉइंट करने के लिए. ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं मुझे अभी तक समझ में नहीं आ रहा. दे कुड हैव फायर्ड हिम इन जस्ट 2 months, बट वो लोग वर्ल्ड कप का ही वेट कर रहे हैं. एंड एवरीबडी नोस कि ये फायर होने ही वाला है बिफोर वर्ल्ड कप. बट बिफोर वर्ल्ड कप ही क्यों, जस्ट थोड़ा पहले भी कर ही सकते हो. तुम लोगों को पैसे तो भरना ही है उसको कैसे भी.
yeah.
हाँ हाँ.
मतलब कुछ
लेकिन
भी
अभी
करके खर्चा होना ही है तो like
हाँ वही,
पॉइंट
इतना
क्या है?
लेट करके
हाँ,
क्यों. अभी अभी तो
लेकिन
बाहर
अभी
भी हो गए. अभी क्या फायदा फिर.
लेकिन अगर इसे सोचा जाए तो पोचेटिनो छोड़ के और ऑप्शंस है कौन यूवेंटस के पास
टूखेल है
एलेग्री
ना,
को
टूखेल.
रिप्लेस करने के लिए.
टुकेल,
टूखेल
थॉमस टुकेल,
सीरियसली
फुटबॉल
टुकेल जाएगा.
ये आएगा
बिकॉज
वो.
टाइप ऑफ फुटबॉल
अच्छा
ऑलमोस्ट
लगेगा तुझे.
सिमिलर है. काउंट काउंट यही है ना, काउंटर प्रेसिंग है ना.
हाँ वो
And
तो है
Juventus,
ऑब्वियस.
Juventus is a conservative style of football club.
हाँ
And
हम्म.
हाँ
Thomas Tuchel, even if his style of playing is counter pressing, his Chelsea team was also very conservative. Like they used
हम्म.
to win by margin of one or two goals only. So that is exactly
करेक्ट.
what Juventus wants. So Tuchel will fit like
हम्म.
very easily.
और
बट
अगेन
ही
टुकेल
नीड्स
इज लाइक टू
प्लेयर्स.
सीजन वंडर उसके बाद वो फ्लॉप होने जाता है.
हाँ बट
Yeah.
उसको
Uh,
इमीडिएटली तो प्लेयर्स चाहिए. लाइक ही नीड्स अ
he
वेरी
he
गुड
needs
ट्रू
yeah.
सेंटर बैक
He
अगर
also
वो
has those
अपॉइंट हो.
player demands, but he can
हम्म.
fulfill his player demands because Juventus also, even if they are now failing too much, they have that power that which Bayern has, that taking the best players from the league. Juventus can also do that,
हाँ
so
हम्म.
that's
करेक्ट.
not a problem. Tuchel can identify talent very easily. That's a good
हम्म.
quality of him. So
और आई ऑनेस्टली फील दैट यूवेंटस नीड्स अ लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोजेक्ट. सो एक वो लॉन्ग टर्म विजन वाला एक मैनेजर अगर मिला उनको तो इट वुड बी मोर बेनिफिशियल फॉर देम. सी हाफ ऑफ द
हम्म.
सीजन इज एनीवेज गोइंग टू गो बिकॉज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कप राइट.
yeah,
So salvaging the half season is not going to do any good for the club. उससे अच्छा है कि you just try to maintain your position in the league. थर्ड आओ, फोर्थ
हम्म.
आओ, फिफ्थ आओ, एटलीस्ट यूरोप क्वालिफिकेशन सिक्योर कराओ. And then at the end of the season, you can actually aim for a good manager who is actually interested in, revamping the team, bringing in some new stuff, new management or new players, set a long-term goal, get the players going in that direction, whatever. Because सॉजनी बहुत पुराना हो चुका है, बोनुcci बहुत पुराना हो
हम्म.
चुका है, पॉगबा का सेकेंड टर्म शुरू हो रहा है, विच इज अगेन वेरी अगेन उसका दो प्रॉब्लम्स है. ईगो एक है, इंजरी एक है. तो कभी ईगो बीच में आएगा, कभी इंजरी से वो बाहर रहने वाला है. सो ही इज कम्प्लीटली अनरिलायबल प्लेयर.
yeah,
एड्रियन
बट
रैबियोट
अभी
एक है वो तो.
तो ये शिजनी
क्या क्या.
स्टार्ट भी नहीं करता अभी. मोस्टली पेरिन ही स्टार्ट करता है आई गेस.
हाँ.
एग्जैक्टली दैट्स द थिंग कि
Chesney
सी.
played this game, but yeah, Perin starts a lot
वो.
nowadays. Yeah,
हम्म.
नहीं वो तो है ही, मतलब दैट्स द थिंग ना कि आइदर यू हैव टू फायर और रिमूव द हाफ ऑफ द स्क्वाड व्हिच इज बूढ़ा हो चुका है वो कैटेगरी वाला.
हम्म.
एंड जो कुछ बचे कुछ प्लेयर्स रहेंगे, यू हैव टू फिट देम इनटू न्यू सिस्टम. यू हैव टू ब्रिंग सम न्यू प्लेयर्स टू फिट देम अगेन इनटू द न्यू सिस्टम. फिर वो प्लेयर्स का आपस के बीच
हम्म.
में सेटिंग कराओ, अच्छे से उनका प्ले मेकिंग जमाओ. सो इट इज गोइंग टू टेक अ लॉन्ग टाइम फॉर यूवेंटस. So I don't think Thomas Tuchel
हम्म.
would be a good fit as long as project revamp is concerned for Juventus.
Mm,
Actually, Juve, one more thing I feel that the problem is some of the player profiles they have now, they aren't exactly suited to conservative football as well. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
pundits also have an opinion that if Allegri goes for the risk of not playing conservative football and play a little bit of an attacking brand, then some of the midfielders like Locatelli, McKennie and all, they can actually flourish well. Like, but
Exactly. You remember क्या hype था last season Locatelli के लिए. Manuel Locatelli was a
yeah,
signing,
exactly,
dude,
signing of the
exactly.
season.
solid
I,
hype था,
I
solid hype.
I was even I was hyping Manuel Locatelli a lot because his style
Yeah.
is very like he's an attacking player. In Sassuolo also he
हम्म,
was very attacking. But Juventus में उसको
Exactly.
क्या हो गया
सासुलो
है?
एंड यूरोज उसने दोनों में बहुत
Yeah,
अच्छा परफॉर्म किया
yeah,
था,
yeah,
दैट्स
Exactly.
व्हाई
He
यूवेंटस
played.
उठाया उसको.
yeah. He is of the same crop of that players like Barella and all. And see, Barella is
हम्म,
flourishing at Inter. So like it's sad actually.
देखो
Honestly
अगर
sad.
टूखल टूखल आया भी ना तो एटलीस्ट उनको दो अच्छे सीबी, बहुत अच्छे सीबी तो
हाँ,
चाहिए, जो अभी करंटली नहीं है उनके पास.
नहीं है वो भी है.
इवन
हाँ.
मिडफील्डर भी चाहिए उनको, जो
हम्म,
मतलब ठीक है चलो मिडफील्डर में भी हो सकता है, बट अगेन फॉरवर्ड लाइन में भी दे हैव गुड प्लेयर्स. व्लाहोविच है, कॉस्टिक
yeah,
है,
yeah, yeah.
डी मरिया है, जो
हाँ.
टुकल के अंदर खेल
Exactly.
चुका है
The
एट
group of
पीएस.
players isn't exactly bad, but the defense is not there, and uh,
डिफेंस इज द
and
मेन
that
थिंग.
Basically,
and that football, the way of football, the kind of football they play, that is also a lot outdated. It cannot
exactly.
be sustained
बट
in modern football.
yeah, but we are talking about Juventus, but the credit also goes to Benfica. मतलब क्या खेल
Yeah,
रहा
yeah.
है,
हाँ.
It's a good team,
बहुत
Benfica
man. It's a
plays
good team.
really.
बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है.
वो राफा सिल्वा का pass and that finish.
Rafa Silva is a player to watch, huh? Seriously, he's
उनमें वो
really
भी है
good.
ना, जोआओ मारियो, ये उन्होंने
But
उसका.
हाँ.
he is old actually. He's a veteran kind of. No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
और वो भी क्या मस्त
Then
खेल रहा है.
yeah, yeah.
if you
But
if you have
one of the
अगर
greatest finds of Benfica, na, I think it's Enzo Fernandez.
हम्म,
He's an Argentine CDM, and Barcelona and Manchester United are heavily scouting him as of now. They want to see how he goes on to perform in the further UCL games as well. So let's see.
and
It,
exactly.
in the
it is
world.
going to be a tug of war. Like
हम्म,
even United, even if they have Casemiro and Fred right now, a backup like Enzo Fernandez would be really awesome
तो
anytime.
exactly फ्रेड का जगह जाएगा इसमें.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Even Argentina is considering him to take to the World Cup, but let's see. Already they have so many options like Rodri De Paul and everyone. So it's hard to see him how they squeeze, but okay, if there is talent, then he can make it.
All right, coming to the next game, Club Brugge versus Porto.
हम्म,
And again, Club Brugge was fantastic in all its previous games. Uh, into
until they met Porto.
That's Ferran Jugla's dependence. Ferran Jugla dependence. Right there. As I said, it's a one man show actually.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Jugla didn't have a good game, and that's why they faltered very
हम्म,
badly.
बट ये नोलैंग को क्या हो गया, व्हाई इजंट स्कोरिंग.
No idea, like, but
उसका भी हाइप
okay.
See,
था काफी.
Actually, you know what? You were right. Actually, yes. This was all because Jugla playing well. Actually, for the first three to four games actually, and he had a really bad game on this one, and Porto really managed him very well. So that's why they lost. Actually, that's the thing I could make
exactly.
of watching the highlights as well. Like
हम्म,
it was a one man
See
show right
that,
from the start. Yeah.
honestly speaking, it's my observation this season. As long as the teams which don't regularly qualify for the UCL, like Club Brugge, Porto, and every other team,
Yeah.
he agar if they score against a big team early in the match or during the entire first half, the entire mood of the team changes. They suddenly get motivated. They suddenly start attacking more. They are like, अरे चलो चलो एक गोल मार
Yeah.
लिया दूसरा भी मिल जाएगा हमें कुछ
Yeah.
करना
हाँ,
Yeah.
वो
नहीं है.
सडनली दे बिकम
तो
बायन. वो पूरा
yeah,
बायन हुए थे वो
exactly.
लोग.
It's
करो
about
अटैक ही करो.
motivation. Like for example, not only in the game of football, like also cricket. Last night, Zimbabwe defeated Pakistan, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's the same kind of thing. Like if you have got a chance on it, now they will give everything they have on it, even if the quality is
Exactly.
not there. Yeah,
That's exactly thing which I witnessed in most of the UCL games this season, because including this match, Club Brugge versus Porto. But Porto ने score कर दिया पहले, so Club Brugge were
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, okay, now we are going to be fucked right
yeah,
now. So these teams, they don't have that experience on how to handle, when they get scored against. So
yeah,
that's the only reason for their faltering. There is no other reason.
yeah.
क्या ही बोल सकेंगे भाई इनके बारे में ज्यादा.
Yes. So moving on the Duktinas.
This was
What
the game that killed the hope.
pain, pain, pain.
Someone was saying in the last
And
podcast, like they were hoping Pilsen to beat Inter Milan
I
and all that
already said
stuff.
I was high. I was high on hopium. So,
oh man, and even Lakaka scored. क्या बोलने का अभी.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
actually, still the Pilsen goalkeeper tried a lot, to make sure that the scoreline doesn't become 6-0, 7-0 or something like that. Pilsen
That's there.
goalkeeper actually played really well still, but
Inter was playing quite reluctantly and quite casually in the first half.
yeah,
They're making random chances, and they're randomly going right into the attack zone. They're just passing the ball here and there, just like that. It's just taking random shots. But then they were like, yeah, chalo yaar, khatam kar dete. Why
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
extend the suspense for others?
yeah.
So
And
I'm
again,
actually
it
pretty
was
happy.
a world class performance from Barella. Barella is really good, man. Like, I don't know if a big club will ever pick him, but he's a good midfielder. Like,
Hmm,
It deserves to be noticed at a bigger level.
yeah, exactly. And Napoli, of course, Napoli is on fire.
easy win.
Yeah,
See
they scored
यार,
2 goals
Chelsea.
inside 20 minutes. So
क्या
was they
फायदा भाई.
was it
हाँ,
really like nothing? Like I thought
it
Dead
was a
game.
almost
they
very.
scored less. That's the only
Yeah,
worry.
they scored less. My expectations are destroyed and I am disappointed right now. सिर्फ 3 गोल मारा, वो
Yeah,
भी
that
completely
mean
out of form Rangers जैसे
yeah. And
टीम के
every
अगेंस्ट.
time they have a different scorer or a different way of scoring and something like that. So it's
Hmm.
not you cannot see a pattern there. Like they are doing everything good, and thus they are also rotating a lot. Like in this match also, Kvaratskhelia and all weren't starting.
Hmm.
They started Politano and Dombele. Like yeah, Anguissa didn't
Oh,
play.
NW जिंदा है.
Yeah, yeah, Ndombele plays at Napoli and he's on the bench for them. He's a rotational player. So that's what I'm
बेंगलुरु में नहीं
saying.
है वो,
That's what
नापोली
I'm
में है.
saying. That they have such a good bench strength as well, and at the same time, their starting lineup is also so good that even if they
Hmm.
rotate any player on their team, they are going to play the same way. There is no drop of quality. That's amazing.
Napoli at this time is somebody playing FIFA and controlling the team.
Exactly,
Hmm.
exactly.
वो लेवल का है.
Whichever player plays, it doesn't matter. The system is too solid this season. Too solid.
Now we have to see how they perform in knockout stages. At
Yeah,
अरे
yeah,
least
that's
अच्छा ही
important.
करेंगे भाई.
I
go
actually
to
want
quarter.
to see Napoli reach quarters or semis, something like
Hmm.
that. A big
वही.
team should be knocked out by them.
Hmm.
मैन सिटी में
And
भी.
yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Man City has a habit to lose against such like dark
Hmm.
horses or kind of other teams which are coming out of their hood. We have seen it
Hmm.
like against Lyon, against Monaco, many a times. So
Against Tottenham as well.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Hmm.
This game was easy.
Oh no.
I don't have any much like to say, or I will not praise Liverpool as such because it were these all those goals were easy pickings.
Yeah, but
To
uh, Ajax didn't perform too well here, because given their home ground, they should have been able to score at least one goal
yeah,
Hmm.
against Liverpool. Even
yeah,
you can see how Liverpool has been throughout this season in the league as well, and in the
yeah,
uh, group stage of UCL as well. But then again, Liverpool getting the better of Ajax is not something too much surprising as well. And
yeah.
Mo Salah
Hmm.
again on score sheet. So
And with Liverpool, now this headline goes perfectly well. Jekyll and Hyde display. It's just like that. Someday they used to Nottingham, someday they win against Man City, and someday yeah, you never know what's going to happen this season. Like so topsy turvy right now.
Hmm.
Even being a
Exactly.
fan, I don't keep faith in this side right now because the results, like anything is happening. Like
This
just
is
can't say that
actually
they
Yeah,
will
don't
play.
worry.
Yeah,
this is
Yeah, actually,
actually the
don't worry.
point.
They are not going to win UCL in any way.
Nah, obviously not. But then, what I feel is this is actually the, fight for the survival of their playing style. Since
yeah,
the past
Hmm.
7 years, whatever kind of football they have developed for the, Anfield fans and overall in the European League, this is actually their fight for survival because 7 years, it's been 7 years since Klopp has taken over the reins at Liverpool. And in those 7 years, although he has done a magnificent job, no doubt, but as time passed, each and every team s- get some better thing out of the experience they get by playing against Liverpool, which makes them more and more vulnerable, applicable to each and every team, no doubt. So that's why, and again, I think Klopp is out of magic this season. So this is actually their survival fight going on right now.
yeah.
That's why
A-
the inconsistency in their
This game now,
performance.
you should have watched this game, man. This was a
Yeah, yeah,
total
yeah.
box office fixer, man. That
Totally,
penalty in the
totally.
end and Atletico missing that penalty. Oh my god. Like seriously. Proper Atletico shithousery game this was. Leaving it to
And
the
they
death,
got knocked out.
finishing in the end. Yeah, obviously. This was a
And
great
who
game to watch.
and it was none other than Xabi Alonso who knocking them out. That means he revived
You
some
should
of the
have,
history.
you should have seen how Leverkusen players reacted after, you know, the penalty miss. They were just like, yeah, chalo, yaar, UCL
Seriously,
trophy
it's
इतना तो आ गया.
laughable. Like, man,
Who missed? Who missed? By the way.
Carrasco, I think.
Yeah.
Yannick Carrasco itself, no? Yeah, yeah, Carrasco. He's the one who takes penalties for them, no?
Oh my God.
It was no one expected Carrasco to. Yeah, yeah, Yannick Carrasco with Dabe. Yeah, so
Mm,
yeah, he missed it. And
It would have been even acceptable if the goalkeeper, actually saves the ball,
mm.
but then hitting the crossbar at 90 plus 5,
yeah,
full
so
shit house.
sad. Felt so sad for them.
The world plays football for 90 minutes, but
Yeah,
Atletico plays the same football for 100 minutes.
yeah. Even this game, Tottenham Sporting actually even put a ping
The
on
Kane
ping
goal.
message. Yeah, yeah. I even pinged that message on the group late night that Kane scored, man. Kane scored, and then it was chalked off.
I
It was
chalked
chalked
off.
up. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
they would have booked it to
again,
the next round.
But Tottenham have made things very difficult for themselves because of this. Yeah, you know.
No,
typical
they
Tottenham
will.
behavior. Typical.
Yeah, like
No,
when
they
we will
will
go to
watch
the
that.
groups now, you will see like their group actually looks very scary as of now, as the points are stacked.
Yeah, because there's only one point difference na, between
Yeah,
each
yeah,
team.
Yeah.
yeah. We'll go to it,
If
and
they had won this game, then if they had won this game, na, तो they would have been comfortable. मतलब वो लोग हो
yeah.
जाते. But अभी
But
थोड़ा
I
tight हो
don't
गया.
understand this
They
thing
need
about
to.
Tottenham. They have probably got the easiest group, man. In this, like seriously,
Actually, but in the end,
They
it's
just don't
Tottenham.
know how
क्या
to
बोलना था.
capitalize right now. Yeah.
like Tottenham and Atletico, you have got some of the most easiest groups out there. Other teams are literally struggling to keep up even in the top two, and
Hmm.
like you are still going to the last day. You are not even sure whether you will win in a second place or not. It's awful, man. It's awful. Now moving on to Frankfurt Marseille. So Frankfurt finally got a win, and
Oh, finally, finally.
Hmm.
Europa
yeah,
League champions
yeah.
last season.
It's because of this
Oh,
topsy turvy group. Like anyone is winning, losing at any time. So it's the matters have become tough here.
Hmm.
That's the thing. And yeah,
Oh, Guendouzi scored.
yeah. So
missing Shubham right now.
yeah. Arsenal fans might be a bit happy,
Hmm.
but now moving on to the Great Depression. Oh,
I, I don't think.
Oh,
my mouse was so
serious.
depressed that it hovered to the top of the screen.
Be right back.
I just believe this club. Bayern officially owns Barca now.
I
It's
was
that bad.
at night now. I put a story on my WhatsApp like Johan Cruyff. He was blowing a cigarette, and I wrote "Lotao yaar." Like seriously, mentality. Where is
Like
the
I mean,
mentality? Like
Barca is so toothless. मतलब दो seasons से they haven't scored a single goal against this team. Even with their backup line, even with their starting 11, everything they have tried, but still no goal. I mean, how toothless you can be that you can't even score one against them. First game, first away game 2-0 they lost. Now 3-0. Last time both games they lost 3-0. And बाप रे क्या बोलने का है इस टीम का यार.
I don't know,
Now
man.
they have
Seriously, what's the problem here? Like, and
exactly. I
no one
mean
can
ठीक है चल.
explain. Yeah,
नो लाइक चल ठीक है मोरल पहले से ही टूट गया था बिकॉज इंटर वन बट इतना भी नहीं टूटना चाहिए कि यू कांट स्कोर वन.
Chupo fucking Moting scored, man. Chupo fucking
हाँ
Moting. Seriously,
एक्चुअली.
this guy, he had a meme 2 years back for being the Maguire of strikers. He's so bad at finishing.
हम्म.
He's so bad at finishing, and he's scoring a goal so easily, like as if it was some Sunday League football club. And my God, the defense on that night. Seriously, Hector Bellerin was outpaced by declining Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane is losing his speed day by day, and still he outran Hector Bellerin. And Hector Bellerin's only quality was pace. He was brought in here in the club for pace, but still he got outclassed in that quality, which is his best. Like seriously,
Thank God they gave him just 1 year of contract instead of 2 or 3.
yeah,
So he can live free on the next season. I probably think that
yeah,
they are not gonna renew him now because
yeah.
of his performances.
And
Exactly.
probably even I was not surprised by Xavi's reaction in the post match. He literally said that I'll try my best, I'll do whatever I can, but even if then nothing happens, the coach needs to sense I'm going out. Like what else he
Hmm.
can do? It's seriously like that.
Exactly. It's no
Even this
longer
Levant, yeah, yeah,
it's no
please.
longer an issue of performance. It's an issue of mental stability and mental preparedness. Because
Hmm.
I understand that most of the players who were at that time during that 8-2 match of Bayern versus Barca are not there, specifically
Hmm.
Messi.
Yeah.
But it
Rakitic.
doesn't. Yeah, you pretty much have a new squad with you, but
And
then
my fear is that if this will be problematic for the young players. The young players
Hmm.
actually they want to win, they have some kind of energy there, but seeing these other players like Busquets, PK, who don't give a fuck about losing, they don't care as of now because they have already won a lot in their young days, and now even if they are losing so badly, they are getting humiliated, they don't care about it because they are at the end of their careers. It's affecting their morale as well, because I was surprised when Pedri started saying things like, "It's understandable. We are not matured, and we cannot compete at this level." Like, man, what the fuck, man? Seriously, you were
come
brought in
on.
because we wanted a new mentality in the young generation, and even if
Hmm.
you are ready to accept it, like as if it was bound to happen, then no one can help you. No one can.
Exactly, that spark needs to be
Yeah, that
reignited.
spark of the young generation shouldn't go, man. Like even if
Exactly.
they go on into this depressing take of like we have to accept life as is, it is what it is, then how
Hmm.
will this club even come back, like in any sense
Right.
or any form? Even your
Very
young
much.
players aren't motivated enough, then how are you going to make a comeback even after 5 to 10 years later, if you
Hmm.
are going to go
So,
that far?
what I feel the most surprising was Bayern had Lewandowski with them till last season. Now
Hmm.
Lewandowski comes to Barcelona, and still Lewandowski is not able to score against Bayern, not even at Camp Nou.
Exactly. That's why I
Right.
said on the night, if Barcelona players wore a shirt of Bayern Munich and if Bayern Munich players wore the shirt of Barcelona, still it will be Barcelona who will be losing. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like
So bad. Like I
seriously.
don't understand. Like Robert Lewandowski, who knows the entire Bayern squad, like childhood friends category types.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. He knows how Nagelsmann plays. He knows what is his style of playing and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
he should have
Yep.
done something. Actually, I,
At
I was
least a goal.
expecting, yeah, see, not even a goal. What I'm trying to say over here is Robert Lewandowski should have stepped up a little bit more than he
Hmm.
usually does during his league games and all that other games. and he should have actually guided the entire team during the match on at least how to play well. Goals also
I,
are
I
there in game.
actually I
I
actually
mean,
blame I actually blame three people for all this. I will blame Cruyff, I will blame Pep Guardiola, and I will blame Xavi. Like these three guys seriously made an entire generation of 10 to 15 years, an entire era of people to believe that this club is something else. And right now,
Yeah.
yeah, it's literally like that. So I blame them actually to
Actually,
bring us this misery
happy
upon us.
happy for Iniesta that he's still playing in the Japanese league.
But no man, like what the fuck? Seriously.
the two consecutive seasons they're dropping to Europe. Two consecutive means that's too much. Yeah.
It's too much. That's too much.
It's
They need to
really
step
sad.
up. They need to step up mentally.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like they will break down by this rate. Like even if you have
Hmm.
finances, even if you will get investors in the future, just because you are a big club, you have to deliver sportingly, some or the
Yeah,
other way,
right.
some or the other way. You cannot sustain it just like this. So moving on to the groups, because we have nothing more to talk about. So yeah, we can go on and on, but we don't want to actually because it's a long
Yeah.
topic. Yeah. Yeah. So
Hmm.
moving on to the groups. So
So,
this looks fine, and if
This is done and
yeah,
sealed. Right?
but if Liverpool wants to clinch the top spot, they will have to defeat Napoli by margin of
Live
more than 3 goals. More than 3 goals.
which is not going to happen.
Yeah, it's very tough. Even if the match is at
that's
Anfield,
so
it will
right.
not happen.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
Hmm.
Napoli even might win the game at Anfield by a close margin of 1 or 2 goals.
No, I think it will
yeah.
maximum draw. Yeah, फिर Liverpool
Yeah,
will
draw is
win, but
favorable.
2-1
Yep.
like that.
Because Napoli have drawn a lot at Liverpool. Like they have previously also been
Hmm.
to Anfield a lot of times. They have drawn their matches.
Right.
So
Hmm.
Liverpool might not get all the 3 points. So there's that. Then
Hmm.
this group, this group is also pretty much done. Atletico is in Europa. Uh, even
Hmm.
so, but they will have to be wary of the fact that if they don't drop points in the next match, even Leverkusen can pip them off the Europa place as well.
Yeah. Right.
So they need to be
Hmm.
serious about it. So Club Brugge and Porto are done. It's just a matter of who will end first or second. So there's that.
Hmm.
So, okay, this group I'm not going to say anything more. So we already discussed a lot on this. So okay, they deserve it. They deserve it. Going to the Europa, nothing much.
Oh,
Now this group, as we discussed earlier. So
come
anyone
on.
can
Just
qualify, anyone can demote, anyone can miss.
hmm. Wait. It's
I guess
nice.
Tottenham's next match is against Martial, right?
Yeah, Tottenham against Marseille. Yeah,
They
Hmm.
might
and
qualify.
Sporting
They
versus
might qualify.
Frankfurt.
Uh,
Actually,
Real
anybody.
match is
Actually, it can even happen that Frankfurt and Marseille go through, and Sporting and Tottenham are out. So
Hmm.
anything can happen. Just 1 point, yeah. This gap,
Wait.
one.
Wait.
Yeah,
but I still feel that Tottenham might, take up the spot in the UCL knockout stages.
yeah.
मुझे भी
Um,
लग रहा है कि टॉटनहम कर लेगा but still it's
uh,
on the last match.
Real,
I
You
think
never
it's an
know.
Real,
away game. It's an away game, na, for Tottenham.
yeah,
I guess so.
I
They
think
play.
so.
Oh, then it's a bit problematic as well. Marseille fans exactly aren't the brightest. Like so.
Anyways,
So Group E, this is also pretty much done. But
yeah,
Milan Salzburg also is there, so it can also
Hmm.
decide the second spot. Chelsea is qualified.
yeah.
Hmm.
Chelsea is easily qualified. Zagreb is out. So this is between Milan and Salzburg actually. So
Hmm.
this game is very important. Chelsea and
Hmm.
Zagreb is just a formality at this point. So
I would
there's
still
that.
go for Milan. Milan will go into
I
the
think
knockout
Milan will pull
stages.
this off because it's their home ground where they will be
Yeah,
playing. Yeah,
they all they need is a draw, right? So they don't even
yeah,
need a win.
Hmm.
yeah. They need a draw. A draw is enough. Yeah. So there's that. This is a very comfortable group. Even here, it will be decided who will go to the Europa between Leipzig and Shakhtar. Shakhtar need to win. So let's see. Actually, Shakhtar have a good head-to-head against Leipzig because they defeated Leipzig 4-0 at their home.
Hmm.
On Leipzig's home ground, they defeated them 4-0. And this game is going to
Hmm.
be at Shakhtar's home ground. So I can see Shakhtar peeping Leipzig out of Champions League. So can happen.
Can happen because they even have goal difference more than Leipzig.
Yeah.
So, हो सकता
No, I was talking about head to head. Head to head is seen first now. So even that is better
Ah,
than Leipzig.
है.
So they have a
Hmm.
total chance there. They have to win their game obviously for that. Then this is pretty much done. This group, Man City,
yeah,
Dortmund are
yeah.
through, and Sevilla is going to Europa, their home.
Hmm.
So there's that. And this group, so
It's also
Juventus
pretty much
and
fun.
who would love to see Haifa going to Europe and Juventus out of it?
Hmm. Out.
But then Haifa,
They should
what
probably,
is
they should, they should honestly opt for this option only, that they should drop out of the Europe only. But let's see what they do.
This
Because
can
उसमें भी
happen
थोड़ा पैसा
actually.
तो आएगा
This can
ही.
actually
If they
happen.
want to, हाँ, but उनको पैसा चाहिए and they want to fire Allegri, तो if they go to Europe, that's also not a bad deal. But let's see.
then what is the
थोड़ा
head to head of Juventus and Maccabi Haifa?
Haifa defeated na Juventus.
अरे
Yeah.
हाँ, Haifa has a
First
chance.
time
Then,
they
oh my
defeated.
God!
Yep, yep.
And I
We
guess
predicted it,
and
yeah.
the last
So
match is what, PSG and Juventus.
yeah, PSC and
Yes, it's
Juventus.
PSG and Juventus.
I
Yeah.
can I can literally see PSG. I mean PSG winning this game as well. So
Yeah, yeah,
Maccabi just have to
easily.
draw against Benfica.
खाली
Nothing.
Neymar are suspended, I guess. Neymar suspended, but they can manage to win with even with Messi and
Obviously he
Mbappe.
can. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep, obviously. So moving on
All
to the
right.
actual league, the original league, the Europa League, the League of Giants. Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, 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 oh.
So we'll skip to the main fixtures here. Nothing much digging here because we will be digging a lot
Hmm.
in this after this group stage is over because big giants will be coming here very soon. So
Okay.
this game was
Next
the
year,
highlight.
next year.
PSV versus Arsenal. So Mithilesh, you
I,
watched
After
this game, right?
Arsenal narrowly defeating them in the reverse fixture previously 1-0, PSV finally got better of Arsenal this time, and it was the legend, one and only Luke De Jong
Yeah.
scoring the second goal.
So Mithilesh, you actually watched this game now. So how was it like?
yes, yes, yes. So I watched the game from around first 15 minutes or something till last. And honestly, I would say Ruud van Nistelrooy is doing good as a manager of PSV. And just like Napoli, just like how Napoli has a balanced team, I feel PSV also has that stability in its attack when it comes to Cody Gakpo, Luke De Jong, then Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons, by the way, amazing, great talent. He was absolutely bang on for entire
Yep,
time.
Hmm.
yep,
He was
yep,
substituted
yep.
at very late,
Xavi Simmons is
but
proving
then
his worth. Yeah,
yes, yes, he was making some real good runs over there. He was providing
yeah.
good assists. He was also taking some good shots. So overall, a very good attacking, mindset and a very good attacking mentality, which was, displayed by Xavi Simons in the entire game against Arsenal.
Actually, they have
Then,
some really promising players. Cody
yes,
Gakpo, of course, he's the attention of the world right now. So
exactly.
Cody
Cody
Gakpo is
Gakpo
there.
was apparently linked to Manchester United if the Anthony deal was
He's still
supposed to
linked.
deal.
He's still linked.
Yeah, yeah, he's still linked, but then he was supposed to come instead of Anthony
Hmm.
if Anthony, would have rejected
Yeah,
Man United, but then
yeah,
unfortunately it didn't happen. But then Cody Gakpo didn't let his motor down. He has kept his head down and he's been working hard for PSV as well. And we got to see it in this match. But
yeah,
I would say the scoreline should have been more than 5 goals, frankly speaking. But most of their attack was in the offside region, which was ruled out.
Hmm.
2 goals by Luke De Jong, 2 goals by Cody Gakpo. They were chalked off because of their offside positions. But overall, subbing off Luke De Jong after halftime was a great, great, great boost for the attack. It was a well thought of strategy by Ruud van Nistelrooy, and it worked magic. It worked magically because Luke De Jong, as soon as he came onto the field, he started giving off his magic to other players as well. He started providing assists. He started making runs. He sort of made the entire playing 11 active and alive in the second half. which Arsenal unfortunately was not able to do because after after conceding the first goal, Mikel Arteta was quite desperate to get a goal, and in that desperation, he made a lot of substitution very early in the game, which didn't go, honestly speaking, quite well for the Arsenal team. I also didn't understand why he didn't start Bukayo Saka right from the start. He actually substituted him in the second half, which actually didn't make any sense for the Arsenal given their performances in the league because Bukayo Saka, since the very start of the season, has been very quite prominent and has been, quite up to the mark
Yep,
whenever he has
yep.
started his games. But then seeing him getting substituted in the second half was quite surprising as long as Arteta's tactic was concerned. And they were just not up to the mark. There was no proper passing. There was no proper, of building the game or building the attack sort of thing. Even Odegaard was substituted off, which was another shot, which was another blow, being their main playmaker in the starting 11. Gabriel Jesus, okay, he started showing off his Man City things over here as well. So
Yep, yep.
it didn't work out for him too. So in and all, I wouldn't say Arsenal played shitty, but I would definitely say that PSV were the better side. And again, it was their home ground, so they had to perform well. So
Yeah, actually, I would also like to shed light on some PSV players, like
mm.
even this Eric Gutierrez and all. So Eric Gutierrez was on the Real Madrid academy with Manu Gutierrez. So both
Mm,
those brothers are good. And Ibrahima Sangare is a midfielder which is often coming into Tifo football scouts and talks. Many scouts also actually are keeping an eye on him for a long time, like 4 to 5 years, and no club is picking him up. That's surprising for me. So he's also showing his worth.
Yeah,
जावी
Gutierrez.
जावी शिमन हाँ क्या क्या
Yep.
प्लेयर है बट क्या गोल डिगर भी है ना वो he
Yeah, yeah.
was it Hamas yeah and I guess he was in Bartomeu era or something
Yes, yes,
unfortunately
yes, yes, yes.
उसको
Right, right.
उसको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिन्यूअल के टाइम कम पैसे दे रहे थे वो लोग एंड PSG suddenly jumped in they offered him मतलब huge amount of cash and he said yes ठीक है मेरे को चलेगा and he went there फिर वो उसके उनके भी एकेडमी में खेला काफी टाइम तक then he played for first team but barely like Ricky Puig he was Ricky Puig of PSG मतलब उसको खिलाते नहीं थे एक आध दो मैच वो भी दे डोमेस्टिक लीग जो रहता ना उसमें एंड फाइनली दे लोन्ड हिम टू पीएसवी दिस सीजन अभी वापस नेक्स्ट सीजन में कैसा रोल मिलेगा उसको पीएसजी के टीम में
If
पता
no, no, no. If you would ask me or any other pundit in football right now, Xavi Simons should not return to PSG. He should leave the
नहीं
club. He should join somewhere else because PSG का problem यही है that it doesn't give much chance to its own academy
यंगस्टर्स
players.
राइट
Yes, yes.
They
Right,
just
right.
don't give chance. They
and
only
the
care
fact
about assembling the world
the
11 and
fact
all.
that and the fact they अभी नए midfielders they have परचेस्ड इन द ट्रांसफर मार्केट तीन न्यू फील्डर मिडफील्डर्स वो लोग लेके आए तो अभी जगह ही नहीं है उसको खिलाने के लिए दे बॉट विटिनिया दे
Exactly.
बॉट फाबियन रुइज दे बॉट रेनेटो सैंचेज और ये तीनों भी यंग ही है देखा जाए तो मतलब नॉट वेरी ओल्ड मतलब 26 27 के ही है तो दे हैव देयर प्लेंटी एज टू प्ले और अगर जावी सिमंस आता भी है तो सिर्फ थ्री मैन मिडफील्ड हो सकता है बहुत नहीं थ्री मैन भी नहीं टू मैन ही होता है हमेशा
Yep,
टू
yep.
मैन
Hmm.
पे competition में they have six people sitting in pavilion so why would they give
And
Savis Evans a chance अगर
it's
अगर वो exceptional है तो ठीक है but I don't think so breaking I would see him
See,
breaking
exceptional though I feel Mbappe and Haaland ही है exceptional
hmm.
right now of this
Yep, yep.
generation, and they both are pretty settled up in their teams. So Xavi Simons, I would not say he's an exceptional player. Yes, he's very great. He's showing his caliber right now. लेकिन अभी अगर कोई क्लब है जिसको प्ले मेकिंग मिडफील्डर का बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है,
Hmm.
Xavi Simons is the guy to look out for
Hmm.
definitely, especially when attack is concerned. क्योंकि
Exactly.
वो बंदा अलग खेला, अलग ही खेला. Like
Hmm.
Yeah.
I still remember in the second half, Arteta ने सबका सब ऑलमोस्ट तीन डिफेंसिव सब्स्टिट्यूशंस करा है, थॉमस पार्टी को लाया, बेन वाइट को लाया, एंड आई गेस गैब्रियल को लाया, बट despite bringing fresh legs in the defensive sector in the second half, they were not able to hold off PSV's attack. They were just not able to hold it.
हम्म।
शावी सिमंस को कुछ तो 79 88 मिनट पे कुछ सब ऑफ किया,
Yeah.
तब
अगर
तक वो खेल रहा था।
हम्म।
Hmm. They are
बट
actually
अभी
good.
अच्छा तो है, अच्छा तो है
Actually
जावेद।
good, but yeah, ego
But
problems and all.
अगर
He
वो
should keep away.
अगर
Yeah.
वो रहता ला मासिया में, मतलब ही वुड हैव कंटिन्यूड प्लेइंग, तो आई
तो
थिंक
आज हम लोग
टुडे,
गावी को नहीं देखते।
हाँ आज अगर
Yeah.
वन ऑफ गावी या पेड्री में से हम लोग दोनों में से किसी एक को नहीं देख पाते, हम
Yeah. Yeah.
लोग को
आई वुड स्टिल
ज्यादा।
से गावी को नहीं देखते।
It's most probably not even in that Gavi and all. Like before Gavi, I think there has been that Carles Salina and all those players.
हम्म।
हम्म,
There
बट
was chance. Yeah.
हाँ बट वो लोग तो खेल के गए, मतलब फर्स्ट
हाँ.
में आके गए ये।
Yeah.
इसने तो लाख मत से छोड़ के गया ना, बट ही वाज
हाँ
वेरी
हाँ.
गुड एट दैट
Exactly.
टाइम आल्सो। जस्ट वो जब छोड़ने वाला था तभी भी वो ही वाज कैप्टन ऑफ ला मासिया, और तभी उसने
exactly. I truly feel Xavi Simons' new destination should be Dortmund
हम्म।
because
Yep. Yep.
Dortmund look really go cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. They are.
Xavi's presence.
एंड अगर वो लोग
Yeah,
बेलिंगम बेचते भी है, देन दिस जावी सिमंस कुड बी वेरी
exactly.
गुड
Xavi Simons
रिप्लेसमेंट।
should be a great replacement. Great.
Yes.
और ऐसे भी नहीं कि वो बेलिंगम को सस्ते में बेचेंगे, कम से कम
हम्म।
100 मिलियन का टैग तो लगने ही वाला है उसके ऊपर, so they can
Exactly.
easily buy Xavi Simons from
Cheap option
PSV.
and a good option. Yep.
Exactly.
So Man United versus Sheriff, easy win. Not much
हम्म।
to talk about.
Easy.
Only the
Surprisingly
Ronaldo
easy.
goal was the highlight.
न्यू
And
सेलिब्रेशन।
his new celebration was cold, man. Really. It was cold.
Cool. He was like, यार चलो ब्रो मैं सोने जाता हूँ, हो गया मेरा काम।
Yep. Good night. That kind of
So with
celebration.
Good
every
night. One surprising thing about this match was another academy player of Manchester United, Garnacho.
Garnacho.
He was
I said
given the
na
player of
Garnacho
the
is a
match.
good player.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
on
yeah.
the Argentina under 21 team right now.
हम्म।
So
Mm-hmm.
he is also a good player to
He's
watch out for. And
exactly.
if he improves, Argentine national team might have very soon a very natural left wing. So which is a problem
He's a very
because
great guy.
Di Maria is aging and retiring. We don't have a proper left wing as of now
हम्म।
of that
Exactly.
caliber. Right
Then
now we
again,
are
you talk
right now on
Diego.
left midfielder. If we don't have Di Maria, we have to play like
मेसी
Papu
और
Gomez.
डेविड। हाँ।
Papu Gomez has
हाँ,
to play as left midfielder, and he's a CAM, so doesn't make sense that much.
absolutely no makes sense.
Yeah,
But
and
then,
also there is some Nico Gonzalez named player who plays for Udinese.
हम्म।
He is a left wing for Argentina, so not great options exactly. So Garnacho needs to develop. It will be really good for Argentina national team and Manchester United as well. So
exactly, it all depends on Eric Ten Hag now, how he, catapults Garnacho into the first team and how he gives him more play time as long as other youngsters are concerned, because I have seen this particular decline in the game time of Anthony Ilanga as well, because Anthony Ilanga was playing very good football in the last season while Ralph Rangnick was there, but then suddenly since Eric Ten Hag has come, Anthony Ilanga's play time has suddenly declined a lot.
yep,
So it's going to be a big competition between the youngsters of Manchester United for securing a place in the first team.
हम्म।
exactly.
Yeah. And then
So
again, you see Diogo Dalot on the scoring sheet once again for Manchester United
हम्म।
after so
yep,
long.
yep. Diogo Dallo
So
is actually handled very well by Ten Hag. He has revived his
yeah,
career, revived
exactly.
completely.
And that pair up of Anthony and Diego Dalot at the entire right flank, it just makes sense
Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
They
it was
both
good.
are
It
literally
was
for
good.
each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So
that's
we
what.
have completed the European roundup, and we are moving on to the preview of the fixtures very quick of this weekend. So we'll pick up the most important ones by here. So we have got Leicester City versus Manchester City. Leicester City is
Very
on the
easy.
bounce. They comfortably won against Wolves. So
बट अगेन दे आर इन relegation यार, तो
yeah,
मतलब
City should be winning this, but it's again at the home of Leicester City. So we don't know what will happen.
I guess it Manchester will win this.
So
Yeah,
prediction,
yeah.
yeah,
It is pretty,
I
pretty
also
easy
think
game
City
for
wins
Manchester
this.
City.
City
Yeah, yeah.
wins this like 3-1 or something. I think
Hmm.
3-1.
Hmm.
So there's that.
Okay.
So pretty quick it was. Then we have got a good game in Brentford versus Wolves. So predictions for this game, like
I,
Brentford would win
and
definitely.
I am going
I
with
don't.
draw. Draw. At
yeah,
least,
maybe both have taken heavy defeats recently. So
yeah. I'm guessing. I'm hoping कि डिएगो कोस्टा को एक गोल मिले वो. अभी तो बेचारे को एक
नहीं
चाहिए.
बट heavy defeat दोनों को मिले हैं वो बात अलग है but then the capacity to bounce back from those defeat is Brentford has that capacity right now because उनका squad है अच्छा खासा form में so Ivan Toney is doing great but as
Hmm.
long as Wolves are concerned Diego Costa should step up more again experienced player है forward है ruthless है we all know about how Diego Costa really is.
Rewind the years, dude. Rewind the years. प्लीज कल एक गोल तो चाहिए अभी हो गया तो.
Exactly. He
this would be
has
a
that
good
Premier
game.
League experience.
Yep.
Which one?
Oh,
Chelsea.
Potter homecoming.
Yeah. Potter homecoming and both sides are pretty much good. So
Hmm.
a nice game this would be. Brighton has lost recently, lost, drawn, lost. So a
Mhm.
bit of worry form, but
I think Brighton should draw this against Chelsea.
I
I
I
think
think
Chelsea
guess,
win. Chelsea win. I think.
I guess draw.
yeah,
Draw.
I still
draw
think
should
it's
do
a
good
win.
because uh, Graham Potter. Come on, Graham Potter is there. So
And his whole
you
team
know,
will be looking to
Okay,
away.
draw can happen because their last meetings three draws have been there.
Yeah,
Nil nil, one 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 one.
exactly.
Yep.
exactly. So
So out of
Graham
five
Potter
matches,
knows.
only Chelsea has won one game. So and rest are
That,
draws.
that's there. That's there. Now it all depends on Brighton's new manager how he trumps Graham Potter's 11
Yeah.
against
Hmm.
Chelsea because
But
I
I
don't think that
still think like 2-1 victory for Chelsea. So
Oh,
go
there's
for a draw.
Bournemouth versus Spurs also. Second
yeah.
game.
क्या भाई चोक
Hmm.
करेंगे क्या Spurs?
Yeah, that's the thing now. If they choke, it will be again laughable. Then we
And
have got
last, hmm.
Newcastle versus Aston Villa. So before talking about this match, I would like to talk about the Grealish comment about Miguel Almiron. Like
हाँ
Miguel
so
Almiron has been exceptional this month since that
Hmm.
comment. Since that comment, I mean,
that's the thing each
Five
and
goals,
every
huh? 5 goals this month.
six goals, six goals,
6 goals.
six goals. All those 6 goals came in this month.
great
How to silence critics featuring Almiron.
Seriously, man. And
then again
Newcastle is high flying, and Aston Villa won their previous game 4-0. It sucks to be Steven Gerrard.
Hmm.
yeah and then again you have now Unai Emery as the new manager at Aston Villa so
Oh, good
it will
evening.
be
Yep.
yeah it will be his
Ooh.
first game in charge
So
against Newcastle.
If Emery defeats Newcastle, then he can actually show that that 4-0 win wasn't a fluke, which happened.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
That's
there's that.
Then I would still go for a draw here as well because you can't
Magpies.
say
Magpies.
But their head-to-head has also been not decisive. Like Newcastle has won, Aston Villa has won, drawn, Aston Villa
yeah.
won, drawn. So we
That's what
cannot
I'm saying
exactly say
because
who will win.
Newcastle has been in a consistent, decent form this season throughout, and then we actually what will Unai Emery bring to the table for Aston Villa is going to be quite unpredictable for now. So you can't really say what will happen.
Yeah,
That's why I would be choosing the safer side to go for a draw for both of the teams.
yeah. Then we have got Fulham versus Everton. So
Mhm.
Alexander Mitrovic, our guy.
But I think Everton will win this, I guess.
No. Mitrovic on Fulham home ground is something different.
Yeah,
Totally different. He's a beast.
yeah, that's also a thing. So let's see whether Lampos gets a result or not.
Hmm.
That will be fun to see. Then Liverpool leads. So
Liverpool, I guess now.
I Liverpool
Liverpool,
easy because Leeds hasn't been anything close to
Hmm.
good
yeah.
this
This
season.
is
So
nothing.
I think
And
Liverpool
it's
should
Very
win
true.
this.
also,
But if
and
Liverpool doesn't win this, then I will be equally pissed as well. So yeah,
but it's Anfield per se, so I
yeah,
guess Liverpool has an upper end.
yeah. As far as La Liga is concerned, we have Valencia versus Barcelona. So I
Yes.
expect a win here because in La
Hmm.
Liga, Barca is performing at least well.
Hmm.
So
And
Lewandowski and all will score.
yeah,
So
and they want, and they should now provide a statement here. Come on, you
yep.
should do well in league now.
And Valencia has become mid-table team kind of. So
Yeah, I mean topsy
Yeah.
turvy form, I
yeah.
guess. Not.
So
I would still say that I would love to see Edinson Cavani on the score sheet again personally.
Mm,
yeah, Edinson
yeah.
Cavani will be there. So yeah.
Even that
Yeah,
Barcelona, no, Nico Gonzalez in this team.
Yeah,
Nico
yeah.
Gonzalez.
But
He's,
Barcelona's this season have a special clause in their contracts that they can't play against Barcelona. So
oh,
Yeah.
that's
okay.
interesting. So in Italian Serie A, we've got Napoli versus Sassuolo. So that's an interesting. But Sassuolo have de like they have deranged a lot in the past season. So I expect a clear Napoli win. Otherwise, the fixtures are normal. And don't worry if Lecce if it's Juventus, so it will not be surprising. So there's that. Yeah. Meanwhile, in Bundesliga, we have got Frankfurt versus Dortmund. So that's an exciting game.
Hmm.
So let's see what happens.
I would still say
Otherwise,
Dortmund will win.
yeah,
Dortmund should
Yeah,
go
they
for the
yeah.
should,
win.
but we don't know about Dortmund. Like they can bottle it up. We don't
That's
know.
there. That's always there.
Yeah.
So,
So on Sunday we have got a good game. Manchester versus
mhm.
West Ham, but West Ham
Hmm.
have been on poor run of form as well. Like,
Right. They
but they
are
have won the
just,
last two games. They
yeah,
won the
but
last two games, but
they are just above relegation zone. So
yeah,
I
they're
guess.
just our relegation. That's the thing.
Hmm. I guess Man United winning, of course, this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be a
United should
comfortable
be
win.
winning. Yeah, easily winning this.
Hmm.
So how much? Like, what's your scoreline prediction for this?
I
3-1.
would go
3
for
3
3-1.
nil 3
3-1.
3 nil to United. 3 nil.
I'll also go
Yeah.
3-0 actually. Yeah, 3-0. It should be an easy win, I feel.
Hmm.
I would consider West Ham scoring a goal because Varane being ruled out for all the pre-World Cup matches of Manchester
Ooh,
United
Maguire.
during the World Cup.
Oh,
No, no,
Maguire
no,
is
no, no,
playing.
no.
No, no.
Lindelof, no Lindelof. Continue.
Ah,
No,
we were
calm your tits.
excited for some time to see Lord
No.
witness the greatness.
No. Please, guys, calm your tits. It's
But
Martinez
what?
and Lindelof.
But what if Lord Maguire starts instead of Lindelof?
He won't. He won't. I have full faith in Eric Ten Hag, so he won't.
Yeah,
Eric Ten Hag is recently been saying in his press conferences that Maguire is going to have a new role at Manchester United,
Yeah,
and
new
I
role
would
at
love to
sitting on
see.
the bench.
No,
yeah.
not even sitting on the bench, bro. Providing water bottles to the playing 11 man.
So moving on to La Liga, a big game, Athletic Club versus Villarreal. So
Hmm.
Athletic Club.
Valverde was
Oh,
surprised by Xavi on the night against
Oh,
Barca.
you know who was appointed this Villarreal ka coach? Kike
No,
Setien.
oh
Kike
my god.
Setien.
ah,
So
So
both,
I,
so it's the
so
derby of
basically,
Barcelona sacked coaches. I see.
yeah, I guess, I mean they are now forming the league is now getting the managers that are fired by Barcelona. First
Yeah,
Valverde,
but
then now Kike
I
Setien.
can assure you that both these managers will perform well for these clubs. I can assure you that.
obviously,
Yeah,
obviously.
I
Valverde
guess,
has already done it. So
yeah,
Setien will do it with Villarreal.
I can see
Even I
Ronald
don't know
Koeman now.
why.
I can see
Sorry.
now Ronald Koeman next season at either Atletico Madrid or Valencia. Then it will be Xavi, Ronald Koeman, Valverde, and Kike Setien. Wow.
Wow.
But I don't know why, but I truly feel that Zidane would have been a good manager under different circumstances for Barcelona because the guy has
Hmm.
some kind of attitude, he has some kind of metal
I
Hmm.
to
don't know, but he should be good with grazing cows, I feel. But
yeah.
so okay.
Anyway, so derby of
Hmm.
ex
And
Barca
now
legends.
even
So
उसका assistant, yeah, yeah, और अभी उसका ये assistant manager भी change हुआ ना, एडर सराबिया नहीं रहेगा क्योंकि
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
अभी अंडोर एफसी को कुछ
Yep,
coach
yep.
कर रहा है, so he will have a
Gerard
good new
Pique's team. Yeah, yeah.
assistant coach.
So I think Villarreal
Hmm.
might have beginner's luck here. First game of
Great.
Setien. So let's see. Let's see. And then we have got Sociedad
Hmm.
versus Betis. So this can also be a very edgy game.
Hey, who are Atletico? Yeah, but who is Atletico and Real Madrid playing?
Real Madrid
I
is
guess
playing Girona.
Atletico ka is versus
Atletico is
yeah.
against Cadiz.
I
and that's the away game for Atletico, so they might have problems there. They can even
Yeah,
drop points. Real Madrid is playing
mm,
Girona. Should be an easy game for them. Really easy game.
very easy. Very
Yeah.
easy.
mm, yeah, right.
Then we have got Betis against Sociedad.
Mm,
So good teams. Top four के लिए लड़ रहे like till seriously. Fourth and fifth.
Exactly.
mm,
Not much of a
Real
difference.
Sociedad has been doing good in the Europa as well, so
Yeah.
they might want to, continue their form ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Betis were done really bad by Atletico last weekend. Griezmann scored those two goals. So
mm. But the
Griezmann revival
free
has been
kick,
really good.
free, yeah, but उनका जो free kick देखा क्या Nabil
Yeah,
Fekir के जो
Fekir's yeah free kick.
Uh,
The Betis crowd
that
like
was
Benito
pure.
Villamarin went crazy
Hmm,
on
crazy,
that free
crazy.
kick.
crazy. It was
What a
nuts.
finish,
Hey,
man! What
who's
a finish!
Arsenal का किसके against
Nottingham,
Arsenal का?
Nottingham Forest.
Nothing for it. Oh,
Oh,
by
If
the way,
Lord, if Lord
player.
Lingard decides to do
revenge
something,
No, but
revenge
player
लेने
to look
मिलेगा
out
ना big.
for. No, no, honestly speaking, player to look out for is Dean Anderson for Nottingham Forest.
yeah,
The
Hmm.
guy has been
exactly,
doing some real good goalkeeping.
yeah. So Arsenal needs
Arsenal
this
will
win
be
badly right now. Arsenal needs this win badly right now.
हाँ
They drew against Southampton
वही
and that PSV
Yeah.
debacle. So I think they will win it.
They might, yeah, yeah,
I
they might.
guess but they might but they need a win because उन लोग ने
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest को knocked out ना FA Cup में last season
Yep.
badly
Yep. Yep.
तो
Yep.
उनका
They
revenge
knocked out
देखना
Arsenal. Yeah. So there's
Yes,
the
yes, yes,
revenge
yes.
plate as well. So let's see. So that's the big games this weekend. Not many big games because a lot of big games have happened in the last weekend itself. So
earlier or
yeah,
maybe next week they we will see big games but
yeah.
this week it's little
So we
bit
will top it off with the tables. So this is the English Premier League table as of now. So
Hmm.
hmm.
Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth place.
yes,
Oh my God.
yes. What if Newcastle does the top four this season itself?
Ooh, ooh. beginning of
वैसा
something
पार्टी देगा
new
सबको
Because
सबको
if the
पार्टी
top
देगा
four happens now, Newcastle owners will have the license to spend then. Like they will seriously
hmm.
हाँ
believe in this team and they will invest. But the thing
Not
is,
only top four, if they even finish in top six, now they are going to
they
spend
and
like
they
hell.
they are
should
even
do the
considering
Europe.
bringing Eden Hazard, like
Hmm.
as a backup to
Yeah,
Maximum.
they should. They should. अभी इधर ईडन हज़ार्ड को चलेगा कि वो कोई भी टीम में
And
हाँ
जाएगी.
he can
He
do
is
well
like
in Premier
Coutinho.
League. He
To
can
be
do well in
honest,
Premier League.
yeah. To be honest, Eden Hazard is the new Coutinho. He should leave
Yeah,
Real Madrid. He should get some playing time because अभी कुछ नहीं बचा उसके बाद. उसने चैंपियंस
yeah,
लीग भी बैठे बैठे जीत लिया, ला लीगा भी बैठे बैठे जीत लिया. कुछ नहीं बाकी अभी.
yeah,
यूरोपा लीग भी चेल्सी से जीत के आया था.
yeah,
पीएल
uh,
जीत गया.
हाँ ना वही
अभी क्या बचा है जीतने के
yeah,
लिए? He should chill at Newcastle.
exactly.
At least गेम टाइम मिलेगा.
Yep,
नया
yep.
okay
चैलेंज.
okay
So this is La Liga, not surprising that much.
Hmm.
But Sevilla is just about the relegation zone, so worrying bit.
Oh.
But
Hmm.
they can come back. Like Sampaoli is bringing results finally to them. They were sitting
Hmm.
at the bottom before he came, so they will revive, I think. Then we have got the Italian Serie A. So the gaps have
nothing
widened a
comparable
bit here. Gaps have
yeah
widened
Hmm.
a bit here. So okay, so this is also
Southampton
going
still
fine.
going to top
Only we don't know what will be the top four at the end of the day. Like Napoli and AC Milan are pretty clear, but AS
Hmm.
Roma, Udinese, Inter, Atlanta. Oh my God, five teams are there. Like you can't say at this point that Serie A isn't more interesting than PL. Like it is.
yeah
Hmm.
it is
You have got seven teams
Juventus
vying for the top four. Seriously, like the gap isn't even that big.
Hmm.
Serie A is interesting actually if you consider it as a league. Like
hmm.
Hmm.
not the quality of football maybe, but the league in
But they
general.
just need to work on their marketing skills because that's pretty
Yeah,
That's
bad.
it.
that's what. And the surprising thing is that in the 90s and 2000s, the Italian league was a better league compared to all the other leagues
Correct.
because
Hmm.
AC Milan, Inter, Juventus, these all were giants, proper giants,
Hmm.
at that time, winning UCLs left, right, and everything.
Hmm.
But
Look
that
how they
league,
massacred my boy.
exactly, exactly. Like they had these players like Maldini and all everyone. They also had that
Cannavaro.
Brazilian R9
Carlo.
playing for Inter. Brazilian R9
Hmm.
played for
Yeah, yeah,
Inter.
yeah. He also
Luis
had
Figo played for
Ronaldinho.
Inter. Yeah, seriously, some great players played in that league. during those periods. It's really
Gattuso,
sad.
can't forget that guy.
Yeah, yeah. Italian league was filthy rich and crazy, but that Calciopoli scandal happened in
Hmm.
2005 and everything went down. So since then, it hasn't been the same.
Hmm.
And in Bundesliga, Bayern is catching up. We are hoping Union
Yeah,
Berlin does the miracle, but it's too much
exactly.
to ask.
That's
Like
too much.
Union Berlin hasn't been dropping points, but the thing is, they
How
have to
much you
make
can
sure
sustain is the
how
key
much you can
question.
sustain. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Okay, they have played Bayern once, they have drawn against them, but the return fixture they have to win it if they want to keep this
Exactly.
going on. Yeah, but we will love an underdog story. Like who doesn't want a Leicester Premier League tank story? So
वही. But
obviously,
Exactly. Union Berlin is a perfect underdog story this season.
yeah. So I'm not going to open the French league. We know how it is looking. So
Exactly, exactly.
yeah,
So I feel that's it then.
yep,
Looking ahead to this weekend and next week's UCL as well.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
and then probably that would be the last UCL group stage
game
fixtures,
week.
right?
Yeah, right.
Before the World Cup.
Okay,
So it's going to be quite important for most of the teams next week. We'll have a good long review session for next games and next game week, of course. So stay tuned, guys.